Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 2196 named Create Binary Tree from Descriptions. In this problem, you are given a 2D integer array descriptions where each entry has three elements. The first one is the parent, the second one is the child, and the third one is left. Here, the parent I is the parent of the child and the binary tree unique values. Furthermore, if is left is equal to 1, that means the child is the left child of the parent. Otherwise, if the is left is equal to 0, that means the child is the right child of the parent. Now, we have to construct the binary tree described in this description, and we have to return its root. Now here, the three test cases will be guaranteed such that the binary tree is valid. Now let's consider this first example. Here in the description array, there are 5 elements. In the first element, which is 20, 15 and 1. That means the parent of node 15 is 20 and it is the left children of the node 20. So we have to connect 20 with 15. Now here the parent of 17 will be 20 and it is the right children. So 17 is the right children of 20. Now the parent of 20 is 50 and it is the left children. So 20 is connected to 50 and it is the left children. And here the parent of 80 is 50 and it is the right children. So the parent of 80 is 50 and it is the right children here. Now the parent of 19 will be 80 and 19 will be the left children. So 19 is connected to 80 and it is the left children. And this is how we have to basically build the array. Build the binary tree from the descriptions. I hope you understood the problem statement. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now here, to understand the algorithm, we have taken this example. Now, how can we basically solve this problem? Here, what basically this example means? This example basically means that this first two entry of each of the example is the tree nodes. That means by using this 1, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 4, we have to make the node of the binary tree, right? So here, at first, we will take a map and in the key value pair of the map, we will store in the key, we will store the integer value of the node, and in the value, we will store the tree structure. So here, if we scan towards from left to right, in the first entry, the first element is 1. So in the key of 1, we have to store its node reference. Again, we find the element 2. So in the 2, we will store its node reference. Again, in the second example, we find 2. It is already presented into the map. Then we find element 3. So we will store the element 3 here. Now again, we find the element 3. And finally, we find the element 4. So we have to again store the element 4 into the map with its node reference. Now, we have to track one more thing, which is if we build the tree, every node has its parent except one node, which is the root. So we have to find which is the root, right? So here, at first, we will again take a set. Here, we will store all of the node which has parent. So here, this 2 has parent 1, this 3 has parent 2, and this 4 has parent 3. So we have to store 2, 3, and 4 into the set. Now we have built a map data structure and set data structure. Now it's time to build the tree. So how can we do it? Let's erase the previous stuff. Now we have to iterate from left to right. So here the first element is 1 and 2. That means the parent of 2 is 1 and 2 is the left children, right? So the parent of 2 is 1 and 2 is the left children here. So how we'll get this node? We will get this node from this map. Now, for this entry, the parent of 3 is 2 and 3 is the right children, right? So 3 is attached here. Now for this entry, the parent of 4 is 3 and it is the left children. So 4 is attached here. Now we have seen that while we are traversing for this node 1, it is not presented into the set, right? That means node 1 does not have any of the parent. So here we can say that node 1 is the root. So we have to simply return this node 1. And by returning node 1, we have basically made the entire tree from the descriptions. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. At first, we are given a function named createBinaryTree, which is a 2D array as the parameter. Now we are taking a map and set. Now, for each of the entry in the descriptions, we have to build the tree node into the map. So we are doing it here, and we are storing the node which is parent into a set. Now, after building the map, we have to again iterate in the descriptions, and if the current element or the current entry is the left subtree, we have to add the left subtree values. Otherwise, we have to add the right subtree values. And if the first element does not present it into the hash parent, that means it is the root. Finally, we have to return the root. I hope you understood the code. Thank you everyone for watching the video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.